how do you suggest adults reconnect with reading for themselves? And I say reconnect, but it might be even build a love for reading at all as an adult.
Yeah.
So, especially for parents who are trying to model to their children because they want their children to read, but maybe they've never picked up reading as a habit. So, what are some suggestions about how to start incorporating that or help them connect with reading?
I think the very first thing that adults need, especially parents and caregivers, is the permission slip to allow yourself the time to, in quotes, just read, right? Because we're busy and many of us are just checking the boxes off every single day of all the things we have to do. And reading can feel frivolous. It can feel like a hobby. It can feel like something I do when my work is done, or for people who have more time than me and can just relax and read a book. And so that permission slip that reading is actually a form of self-care. It is actually good for your health and that you deserve to take that time every day or however often you want to read is key because any other of the suggestions, they won't work if adults won't allow themselves the permission to really sink in to that practice. But when they do, I would say the same recommendations for kids apply to adults. It's thinking about where you might build in a reading habit. Get up 10 minutes early, have 10 minutes of reading at bedtime, hide away in your office for 10 minutes on a lunch break. Where is one place that you could just start with 10 minutes? And I say 10 minutes because research shows it only needs 6 in order to start our bodies down. But as adults, we need to settle in and ignore the distractions. And so
Let's calm down. Yes.
by the time we let ourselves settle in, we need 10 minutes in order to get to that 6 minutes. So just asking yourself where you might find a 10-minute block to start dipping your toes into a reading practice is needed. And then just like kids, what would you want to read? Not what you think you should read, not what, your mom says you should read or your best friend says you should read in the book club, but what do you want to read? Is it graphic novels? Is it poetry, nonfiction, fiction? Is it romance? Is it whatever? Allow yourself to pick the book that really speaks to your heart because that's the book that you're going to want to come back to and it's going to feel fun instead of an obligation. Same thing as with kids. And with kids, if you can connect with a reading community somehow, whether that's texting your best friend about the books you're reading, joining a book club at your local library, or just listening to a book podcast so that you can feel connected virtually to a reading community, even if you never meet them in person. Those three things, your habits, your hearts, and your communities, if you allow yourself the time to indulge them, they team up in this little triple team kind of way to allow you to either build a reading habit for the first time, rebuild it, or expand it, depending on where you are in your own reading journey.